friends, welcome back to the Craft Castle. I am out of breath and we're also doing an unboxing video. I am super excited about a new machine slash toy slash a laser cutter and a Cricut having a baby, and you're left with this. Let me catch my breath. Whew. Okay, so a couple weeks ago, the M1 Xtool people reached out to me and they said, would you be interested in doing a couple promo videos for us in exchange for an Xtool? And I was like, sure. I feel like I should be able to give you the best advice or opinion on whether or not we're gonna like this machine or not. I've now had 3 Glowforges, one long story, but I have owned 3 Glowforges. I do have one Glowforge still. I have a really expensive Epilog laser cutter, and we have this. I also have all of these Cricuts over on the wall. I've been a Cricut user for many years. Had a Silhouette, didn't really care for it, sold that, and now we're on to this. So I know zero about this company. I have seen ads for them on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, but I don't know much about it. So it's going to be interesting to find out and learn and figure out what this machine is all about. From what I have heard, this is like a Glowforge laser cutter and a Cricut having a baby and giving us this. So we shall see. Okay, let's go on with the unboxing of this actual machine. This machine, I obviously was able to pick it up on my own and put it on my desktop, but it is heavy. This thing is so heavy. It's supposed to be like a desktop version, but this box seems to be pretty decently sized to be just a desktop. Oh my gosh. It's a box within a box. Perfect. All right. Okay, box within a box. Wahoo. Look at this thing right here. So I got the Xtool M1. Apparently it's supposed to be the bee's knees. We'll be the judge of that. And it has a rotary tool in it too. All right, one box down. Let's do the next one. There is a little pull strap right here. I mean, this is really pretty. The packaging, I like the packaging. Looks really pretty. I'm afraid to keep opening it because I don't want it to fall out. Maybe I need to tilt this up. Okay, we got a little bit of foam. Risers. Not quite sure what this is for, but it's just a whole bunch of different blocks with some lettering engraved on the side of these things. And they say on the box, risers. Oh, rotary accessory kit. So we have a rotary accessory kit. It has like a bunch of like nuts and screws right here, and then another, what looks like turners. There's no directions yet, so we have not gotten any directions for anything. We have a cutting mat, a light grip cutting mat. So this cutting mat right here is 12 by 15 inches, and this feels a lot thicker than like a Cricut cutting mat. And then we also have a fabric grip one. So this can cut fabric apparently. And again, it feels like it would be a Cricut mat, but it's a bit heavier. It's a bit thicker. So I don't suggest that we're going to be able to put these into our Cricuts at all. It's 12 by 15, so I'm assuming the bed size is going to be that small too. Yep, it's sticky. The mat is sticky just like a Cricut mat is. Then we got, on this side, a material package. So everything that's included into the material package. And we have a bunch of what looks to be wood. Ooh, these PVC sheets that they came with, they're very thin. Like the plastic dividers that you would get for your kids for a binder. That's what this is. It's like, it's not acrylic. And we have craft paper, and then a sheet of plywood and a sheet of walnut plywood. Wood tags that have string, some jewelry, ooh, and a whole bunch of little tags. Apparently we can cut or we can engrave on metal with this thing. I don't know. Some wood coasters, a phone holder, what is this? Stone coaster. Got 2 of those. A metal business card holder. A whole bunch of metal cards, like business cards. This must be for the jewelry. Little adapter. This is sticker paper. We have a few different pieces of leather, just plain old leather. We got, I'm not quite sure what this is. Oh, laser marking colored paper. Don't know what that is. Guess we'll find out. Oh, I got a couple sheets of them. Looks like I have a bunch of HTV, like a bunch. This is a lot. There's a lot of different colors of HTV that are in here. And then this looks like just the regular sticker vinyl. There's a lot of sheets in there. I'm not going to unbox that because I don't want to mix up the two, HTV and the sticker vinyl. I mean, in this box, they had a lot of starter materials, which if you ordered a Glowforge, you get 5 or 6 different sheets of acrylic or, you know, starter materials. So this has a lot of materials. Okay, so we have that, and then we have one more box. One more box that's in here, and then that's it. The box is empty. Okay, now that we have that big old box taken care of, there is more rotary accessories. Okay, so we finally have a user manual for the rotary. So this actually can do tumblers instead. So the Glowforge cannot do tumblers, but I do have an epilogue that you can do tumblers. Like I said before, the epilogue is like extremely expensive. We're talking like the price of a Toyota Corolla. It is that expensive. The Glowforge is way more valuable or of value because it's only like $5,000–$6,000 to start out with, but you cannot do tumblers. So this Xtool you can, and it has a rotary attachment to it, and you finally have directions for it. So this box here contains all the stuff for the rotary, how to assemble it, what to do, and then obviously I guess this is the accessories for that. So we're going to go into that at a different time, but just know this Xtool can engrave tumblers or round objects like baseballs or baseball bats maybe. I don't know how big we can put in here. And this by size, by sheer size, it is significantly smaller than the Glowforge. You know, there's still no directions. So right away, two things that I have noticed a vast difference between the Glowforge and the Xtool, and I'm not quite sure what to make of this second one. First one is the lid is plastic. The lid to the Glowforge or even my epilogue is glass, and this is like a plastic. You see how it just kind of flaps in the wind? So that's pretty unusual. The other thing that I don't see anywhere is a place to vent. Like, do we have to vent? With both laser cutters, you have to vent out of a window. There's no vent hole here. So, oh, but here is a vent. Okay, well here is a vent pipe, but where to vent? I don't know. Yep, this is all to vent. Okay, finally have some directions. More materials. So we have more starter pack materials. Looks like we have a bit of leather, more vinyl, and then a sheet of paper and a piece of wood. So we do have more starter materials. Power block, this is huge. A USB cord, a whole bunch, a 5-pack of like the same type of blades that you would have for a Cricut or a Silhouette. Got some screws. Okay, so this is really cool. They have what's in here, it's called a triangular prism. And what this is, if you've heard of flashback, if you have a Glowforge or any other laser and you've heard of flashbacking, which is when you're cutting something, you have like, it's a perfect clean cut at the back, or on the front, but on the back there is like a little bit of charring or what we would call flashback. So they've created this right here that you would use. I'm not going to open this yet, that you can use to lift up your materials so you can not have any flashback. So that's really cool. Okay, and then I also have more cutting mats. I have another fabric one and a light cutting mat. So I have 2 more. And then that is it. The bed on this thing is very small. And I don't really know how in the world we're going to rotary. It's not very deep. It is not very deep and not very big. Oh, okay. So this is what it is. The smoke outlet, the vent pipe, there is. It's right here and there's a grate over the top of it. We are going to screw this into that, and then we're going to attach the vent pipe to it. So it does need to be vented. So it says step 1 is install the vent hook or the vent hose. So to install the vent, it's actually really easy. The screws that it came with doesn't even have like a You don't even need a screwdriver. You just hand crank these into the holes. So that's super easy. Then all you do is you put your O-ring out on first, and you put your duct on. This is significantly smaller. I think it's like half the size smaller than a Glowforge vent. So it's not very big at all. Okay, you want to make sure that the ring is on the actual vent and it's holding it tight into the little plastic part that we just screwed in. Looks pretty good. Okay, so part 3 is install a point blade. All it says is I need to just have this little, there is like a housing unit at the very back of this. I don't want to pull it because I don't want to break it, but there is this little, if you pull down, there's a housing thing, metal housing. It kind of looks like a beefier Cricut housing blade tool. And then all you need to do is take one of the blades that came with it and insert it in there. So the same thing like you would with a Cricut, you press down, drop it into the slot, and then unhook it. It's stuck in there, and then we're just gonna put it back in there. So just replace the blade. That's it. Okay, then it said to plug in the machine, which I did on the back, and then just press on. At the very front of the machine, there is a blinking white button. Ooh. And now that blinking white button is completely solid white. Okay, so the final step, I guess, is step 6, where we need to connect the maker tool to your computer. I have my little jump drive right here, and I'm just gonna plug it in, and then we'll connect the device. Just popped up right away. Whoa. Oh, I mean, that was really quick. So let's update. Okay, so it says firmware update succeeded. Perfect. Okay, so I didn't really know what to do here. We can insert a circle. Laser flat, open plane. Oh, my word. Oh, well, that's cool. Okay, so we have a whole bunch of different things that we can choose from. They already have it preloaded in there, so that's perfect. Let's do 3mm basswood. It says right here, 3mm basswood. So I'm just gonna put that into the bed. And I'm gonna choose the 3mm bass plywood. Okay, so let's shut this lid. It's gonna, oop, there it goes. Refresh, and this is in millimeters. Everything is in millimeters? Holy cow. I'm just gonna leave the thickness the way it is. I want to cut this, and we can do, ooh, first, I haven't done this yet, but if you're new to the laser world, if you are not on a permanent vent with your laser cutter, put your vent out a window now that we've already attached it. So now you just need to open a window and throw that vent pipe out the window. Okay, and then let's process. I don't know what framing is, but I guess we'll frame. The framing function is ready. Press the button on the device to start the frame process. Okay. Okay, so framing completed. Sure. Let's press start. Sending file succeeded. Press the button. Okay, so right off the bat, I don't even know if my settings were correct. I just used their default settings. It is way quieter than the Glowforge. Like, I can't even hear anything. It might honestly be quieter than my Epilogue too. Like, that's amazing. The only downfall is it is slow. Very slow right now. I'm starting to smell that wood burning smell. That might just be because I have it stuck out, the vent pipe stuck out of a window, and the window is open, so I could be getting some breeze that's coming back into my office from that. But when you're cutting wood, it cuts like it smells like a campfire. So not anything that's like terrible. When you're cutting acrylic, especially extruded acrylic, you get a very like, it smells terrible. Almost like being in a nail salon, but times 1,000. It's terrible. Okay, so it says it's done, so I'll press done. I'm going to open the lid. And there we go. It is wet. I have no idea why it's wet. Interesting. There is like no flashback. Like that. Although it's wet, so I don't know if that wetness is going to come off or not. Let's try using these risers. We'll do it again, but we'll use these risers. Okay, so this one it says height raised, yes, with the triangular prisms. So I'll drag that over. I like that it's like straightforward. The Glowforge is like a fishbowl lens, and this seems to be like it's straightforward, so there's no fishbowling. And then we'll just do process. I'm not even going to frame. I don't know why we need a frame, but I'm not going to frame. Okay, so it says it's done. Open the lid back up, and it just dropped. So that was like a clean cut. It's still pretty wet. Like, I don't know why it did that. And then, like, zero flashback. I have never seen this before. I mean, there's no masking, so with the Glowforge or even the epilogue, like, you're supposed to mask your wood if you're cutting it, and there's like zero smoke. Very minimal flash, but you know, that might be because of the previous cut that I had. I did it really close, so it could be from the previous cut that we have a little bit of that, but holy cow. All right. Okay, so I am going to try something. I am going to put this dog tag in here. It says that we can engrave on dog tags, so let's try it. So we're going to delete that. It says insert text. Do I just put a text box? Okay, and I'm going to do my dog's name. Oh, right here. And we're going to change this over to a silver bone dog tag. I want to engrave it. Arial. Oh, let's do a better. Ooh, it has all of my fonts, it looks like, that are already on my computer. That's nice. We'll just do a basic one. Okay, I'm gonna shut this. Do this small. Oh, we can zoom in. I like that. Okay, do process. Oh wait, we need to go back. I need to go over here, and no, we did not rise this up. So it's going to change. And process. Frame this. Press the button. I don't know what framing is for. That's very interesting. Okay, we'll try this. Oh, wait a minute. Cancel. Yes. Okay, when I did that, oh, you know, I forgot to move these. Okay. I forgot to move these out. Don't want to do that. Put that in there. I'm going to have to figure out what framing means. You know, I don't even know if this is working, but I can tell you this is so quiet. Unbelievably quiet. So just on that alone is amazing. I mean, it's so quiet. It kind of looks like it's working, but I'm not entirely sure. All right, it says we're done. Let's see. Oh my gosh, it looks like it did it. Hopefully this worked. Look, oh my gosh. Stop. Stop it right now. It worked. Metal. Engraving on metal? No. This is just a piece of metal that it engraved on it. You mean to tell me that I could probably engrave like plain stainless steel tumblers? There's no stinking way. Holy cow. Oh my goodness. I am so inspired to make. I sure hope I inspired you to make. Because this right here could be a potential game changer. Holy cow. Alright y'all, I sure hope I inspired you to make, and I will see you soon with more of these videos because I can't wait to keep crafting. Alright, bye.